My name's Bradley.
My name's Hayden.
And we're going to be talking about environmental impacts associated with
Participation into outdoor and adventurous activities.
Right. You start off.
We went canoeing and kayaking.
Straight off it.
Erosion. When in a canoe, you should slide the canoe into the water whilst it is sat on the grass. It will end up wearing away the grass, which will make it muddy and boggy. How to make this better is by putting a piece of carpet down on the grass, covering it so when you slide into the canoe into the water, it doesn't destroy the grass. Because doing this, it would help the environment so that the soil doesn't break away into the canal. Wildlife disturbance. All the people that are taking part in the session doing canoeing will scare all the wildlife that are in the water. Try not to disturb the wildlife. Go the other way so you are not in their way, so they can stay there and so they can look on there. To help this, warn all the people in the group not to go near or scare the wildlife animals, because you could scare them away and they wouldn't come back. Pollution. When people walk their dogs on a canal, they let them have a poo and they don't pick it up. People smoking, dropping litter and emptying chemicals into the canals can even kill the wildlife around the area. How to make this better? People need to pick their dog poo up. Take a bin with you so you can put the litter in it and not putting your chemicals in the canal. Doing this will stop people from falling in the poo, making the place look bad because there is no litter everywhere. And the water would be clean because no one has put their chemicals in the water. Construction of facilities. People building roads, houses and stuff that will destroy the wildlife and the area they are building on. People can't just build on land because you need planning permission and public inquiries. The government can just take houses down if they want to build on a bit of land. They can, so you might end up with a train going through your back garden.
Next one there. Right, on Wednesday we went gill scrambling. It's pretty much similar to going kayaking and canoeing. But erosion, when you go gill scrambling, when everyone is walking on the grass, it will pull grass up and make new paths, and because you make new paths it makes it muddy. People don't want to walk on the muddy paths, so they make new ones. It makes it bigger, makes it smaller, so in the end up they'll have to put rocks on the side so there'll be a narrow path, and you moving rocks can also cause erosion. When you walk on the grass, when you walk on the grass, it stays on the path that was made for you, and don't make new ones, and don't move the rocks, leave them where they are. Restricting access to the groups to keep numbers down so the people go down. Numbers down so the less people go down there and the less erosion. Wildlife disturbance. All the people that walk there and go through the field, which will scare the wildlife, so they will run away and try jump the fences that will injure the wildlife. Try not to disturb the wildlife and don't make really loud noises so they don't get jumpy and try run away. Warn all the people in the group not to go near or scare the wildlife animals and make loud noises because you could scare them away and they wouldn't go back. Pollution. When we were driving on the bus, it can cause pollution. People smoking, people dropping litter can kill the wildlife around them, and leaving stuff that wasn't there before. Taking everything you take home. You bring a litter bin so you can put litter in it and stop people from smoking. Take everything you take home. You bring a litter. I'll just read that bit. Doing this will help everywhere, looking better, and won't be much litter on the floors and no smoking, polluting the air. Construction for facilities. People building roads, houses and stuff that will destroy the wildlife and the area they are building on. And if there are things that are rare and wouldn't find anywhere else will get destroyed. People can't just build on land, it's safe and this. People can't just build on land because you need planning permission and public inquiries and it can kill the rare flower. The government can just tear whatever they want down. If they want to build on a bit of land, they can do. And doing this will cause destruction to the rare flower. What do we do now?
You answer my questions now.
Have you got any questions?
I have got some questions. What was causing the main erosion in Strands Gill when we was doing the gill scrambling? Was it us or was it some natural?
Natural and us.
Right, so give me an example of what the natural erosion was.
People moving stones.
Is that natural?
No, rain.
No, that was us. Rain falling and then...
Rain.
Onto the hills and knocking all the dirt and all that down the hill.
Yeah, that's a good enough answer.
Causes loads of
Yeah.
flaws, and the unnatural, which is us, is us walking on it, can
Making wider paths.
Yeah.
wider paths.
Excellent. Right, were there any examples there that you could see of how people had tried to stop the erosion? On the footpath when we walk there?
The fences.
Like bits of fences and the stones aside from some of them.
Yeah, how about when we were walking across that sort of steep hillside? We walked across
like
it.
little wood barriers aside.
Excellent. Fantastic.
Pushed it.
Right.
So
Now, we'll go back a day further to the canal. Is there any reason why you wouldn't drink that water in the canal?
Because
you don't know what's been in there.
a lot of
Don't know what's been in there.
You don't know what's been in there. Give me some examples of what might have been in there.
There's ducks and all that in there.
they poo, they leave stuff
right.
in there. People throw rubbish in there.
There's a trail from the field into the canal.
Yeah, what was tied up alongside the edge?
Boats.
Boats, and did those boats have engines?
Yeah.
And what sort of chemicals do
Oil.
you get? Oil,
Petrol.
diesel?
I'm guessing they don't have a bin in there, so they have to put their
Fantastic.
waste into the
Yeah,
canal.
anything we told you to wear shoes when we was in there?
Because
Because
it's
there
not.
might be sharp objects at the bottom of the
And
canal.
yeah, give me an example of what you might have stood on.
Needles, glass, cans.
Anything else? Showed you a good picture this morning of what had come out of there.
Trolleys.
Trolleys.
Pipes.
Yeah, you name it. Loads of rubbish in there.
Yeah.
And then just we're jumping around a bit here, sorry lads. Going back to Strands Gill,
Yeah,
thinking of those buildings that we were parked outside of,
the very old ones.
the very old ones, but what were they built in of?
They built a brick.
Were they brick or were they something else?
It's that
Limestone.
Gritstone, yeah, and where were they getting the gritstone from?
like big climbing areas.
Yeah.
Big rocky areas, like a quarry.
A quarry, that's what I'm saying. So is the quarry up in Scotland and do they bring it down or is it?
Anywhere.
There's quarries all over.
It's quarries all over the place, but for building in the Yorkshire Dales, are the Ilkley would be an example of a quarry.
There's one in
But-
Yorkshire Dales as well.
Yeah, so they use what I want to get from you is local stones
Yep.
locally. So if we took this college, big and strong, we're going to pick it up and we're going to dump it in the middle of the Yorkshire Dales. Would we have permission to do that?
No,
Why not?
because you need planning permission.
We need planning permission.
And all like the pollution and that'll come.
Yeah, and what's this college built out of?
Honestly, that's it. Limestone, I'm going to say.
You're
What's
gonna-
the
wait.
one you said?
It's like gritstone.
Would it fit in is what I'm asking?
Would it fit in?
No.
No, because they try and build in
It's
local
massive
materials.
grasses and there's animals
All
in
bricks
there.
can
Yeah.
built together.
Ruin the wildlife community.
Yeah, right, so the college, you wouldn't get permission to build a building like this in the middle of the national park.
And it'll take a lot of doing it.
Whereas
building like
in the
that.
middle of Keighley, it fits in a bit
It's
more.
all down.
Excellent. Well done.
Thank you.